everyone, and welcome back to another video where in the second video, we try to understand several more concepts of Git. Where now, first thing that we are going to learn is Git ignore, where you ignore files and folders. We'll learn that quite quickly. Where now you see that there are certain files that I've added here. Let me just save this file, and you will be seeing that this is a Git ignore file that I've created, where logs.env.tmp and node modules files are saved in it, where you can check whether or not a file is being ignored or not. So ignoring files means that you don't want Git to track these files like logs or secrets. So for that we created a git ignore file, and we can also write git check v error.log. This is what we can see, and then it will give you a file and folder where you can check where I've actually created this file, where this file has been created. So for global ignores also, you can something like let's say this won't work in our case here because we are working on a different repo, but let's say we write this, and yeah, so now you can use this for you Git ignoring globally, and you can do that for like files like let's say .dak, or you have something sensitive that you don't want to share with anyone, with a DS store, something like this. So something like this you want to Git to ignore on your whole device, you can system, so you can do this as well. So if you have already committed a file like .env, you can untrack it also like using git rm cached .env as well. So now here this won't work again because we don't have a file like that. So you can add git.env to git ignore and then recommit. You can also use git ls. You can git list files and ignore for this command here, git list files. So these are the files which are listed here. This is one of the commands which you can use, and to use the same but for ignore you can use this command as well. And to check the template of this, you can also get this, and you can also go back to gitignore.io. I'll just cut it and paste it in a new tab to show you all where you can get some kinds of templates as well. This is something you can do as well. So you can create a git ignore for your project and test it with git check ignore as well. So share your setup below and let me know how it works for you. Now let's move on to the sixth chapter that we have, which is on git diff. So I'll be trying to explain git diff, which stands for it is basically like a magnifying glass for your repo. It shows exactly what's changed in your files, like a before and after snapshot. Imagine you're editing a recipe. Git diff highlights what ingredients you have tweaked. So let's modify the style.css to style our homepage heading. Let's move on to style.css, and here we can see H1 has this. So I'll just change the color, put font size as 24 pixels. Let's save this, and now that we have changed this, you can now we can run git diff to check what has been changed. Now that you can see here what has been changed, so we can move on to the next thing that we can see. So this shows basically, I'll run this command again. This basically shows whatever has been changed and to what extent it has been changed over here in the git diff command. So moving on to the next thing, we can also write git diff staged as well. So here it will show whatever has been staged and whatever are the changes over there as well. But since we don't have any of those right now, it won't show that. So we can stage those commands and then we can run the same as well. To compare branches, we can do that. Let's say git diff in feature / styling, something like this. But this won't work in our case because we do not have some kind of it working tree like that. But for just one file, you can also use git diff file.css as well. These are some of the commands that you can use for your own case as well. It all depends on what you want it to run. You can also use for compact view, you can use git diff, change the color and you change the words. You can run that and to check whatever has been changed as well. So yeah, that was that. And let's move on to the next thing that we can do. You can also, in a real world scenario, you can review a teammate's pull request PR. That's what it's called. Using Git diff, like you can use Git diff origin main origin. Depends on what it is. I'm just ranting it on top of my head. Yeah. So this is something you can use to spot the changes as well. So that being that, edge case can be, let's say, you can write Git diff find rename. Now this will again show us the same thing, but yeah, this is basically something you can run on your system to check or teammates PR or something like that. So pipe diff to tools like if so fancy. There are so many things you can work around with this. So explore on your own and let me know in the comments whatever you have found that as well. So this can get messy with large files, like use name only to list change files instead. So like if you have large amount of large files, so you can also, because it will get messy because there may be lots of changes in the files. So use diff find renames to track them, and there are many such other cases as well. So modify to, let's say I'll give a challenge here, which is like modify two files, run git diff on one, and then try stage, which is this command, stage after adding. Share your diff in the comment section as well. So let's move on to the next chapter where we talk about toolkit, which acts as a time machine in Git, which is undoing mistakes. So whether you have committed too soon or deleted a file, Git's got you covered, like ctrlg for your repo. So let's make a bad commit. Let's move to script.js and they make a uh, comment here. Let's say that's the only comment that I'm making here. We'll save this file. Now this file has been modified. So we'll just write here git add script.js has been done. Now we can get git commit message would be Adna, and yeah, so now that has been done. So now that we regret it, we can write git reset soft, but if we want it to be resetted, the whole thing, we can write it as git hard head as well. And yeah, so now it will do this as well, as you can see. So like let's say we accidentally remove a git style.css file, and we can do git checkout style. Here there is a space, mind you, there is a space style.css. So you will get the style.css file back. So whatever it was, but as you can see here, as if the file was not committed stage basically. So the blue and the font size that we had changed in it won't reflect, as Git already only knows H1 to be like this. So lost the content entirely. You can also run git reflog. Uh, so now you have gotten this. So now let's copy one of the hash commands that will have here. Let's say this one. I'll copy this. I'll terminate. I'll go back here. Let git checkout and I'll paste this, and that is now here. So basically, then you can get branch recovered next. So yeah, so branch name recovered already exists. So now these are some of the commands that you can run to understand in a real world case scenario that you can run these kinds of commands on your own folders as well. So real world case, let's say you pushed a bad commit. You can use git revert hash as well. So let's say git revert hash. So now this will revert the new commit. Let's say I just write this and I'll enter. Yeah. So now this has been done where you reverted the new commit as well. These are some of the commands that you can run on that also. To save your sanity, you can also run git commit and to basically save a lot of things. So yeah, so let's enter this, enter and yeah, exit the nano file. So you can also recover it with git reflog as you have seen. And I'll give you all a challenge where you can commit a change, reset with soft and then with hard, and then recover it with git reflog. Tell me how it went. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing, which is called merging. So merging is one of the most important tools in Git, where you understand how to blend two storylines into one, like basically combine branches and bringing features into your main code base. So create a feature branch. Let's say git checkout feature contact. So yeah, we have switched to that. Now we'll echo. We'll go to say echo. We'll go index HTML, and we can make changes to the sections as well. Let's say git commands. I'll just write here contact us and and we'll write git add index.html, sorry, index.html, and that has been done. And now we can write git commit. Message would be, let's say, add contact section. Basic thing we can do. And now one file has been changed, inserted and deleted as well. So now this will show the fast forward merge. So let's say if Git can't merge automatically, we'll hit a conflict. We'll edit the conflict files and mark them with git add, and then finish them with git commit as well. Fail out, you can also use abort as well. So there is no much to abort right now because there's no conflict as such. But you can do that as well. You can use git merge this command for, let's say, yeah, already up to date. So you can use this to check whether or not there are some conflicts in your branches as well. There is a pro tip I'll give you all here: git log merges to track merge commits as well. Pitfall here can be something like frequent merges can clutter history, consider rebasing for small teams. So we'll get back to that later. Challenge for you all would be to create a feature branch, merge it into your main branch, and try, say, this command. Let's say no, this command you all can try to merge, and share your this git log graph. You can do that. Let's not install this. Let me just install it. So yeah, we can run this command. So yeah, you can see this, and let's move on to the next thing that we have got, which is submodules. Like think of them as mini repos inside your repo.